Good evening, everybody. It's Monday, which means it's time to take a look at the box office numbers. Also, we have the ongoing feud between SAG and video game companies. Moby's in the news with a startling revelation, and even more YouTube features being added. I'm Ollamh, and welcome to Weathering the Front News.
This is the hour, the darkest place. Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze. It's a good world going bad.
Alright, so, taking a look at our box office numbers, Doctor Strange pops in at number 1 with 85 million in the first weekend. Number 2 is Trolls with 45.6 million, which honestly is kind of a surprise to me. Number 3 is Hacksaw Ridge with 14.8 million, which I've never actually heard of. Boo! A Medea Halloween falls to number 4 with 7.8 million, and Inferno continues to fizzle under the Halloween movie with 6.3 million coming in at number 5. So, Boo! A Medea Halloween, 3 weeks now has made $65 million. Which is, of course, blown away by Doctor Strange's one weekend wrap-up at 85, but that's not terribly surprising. Comic book movies are all the rage right now. I don't know if it's just all the comic book nerds, coming out and saying, hey, this is our time, mofos, this is our time, this is our stuff, or whether it's the, everybody waking up and realizing that comic book stories are awesome. We should totally have been doing this right for decades now. The top 3 are brand new movies, which I think kind of indicates that now that Halloween is officially done with and over with and everything, we're gonna see Medea just very quickly fade away. It is kind of upsetting that Inferno is still just not what people are looking for. I don't know. I don't know what to say with that. I mean, I don't know if it's the combination of action and puzzlements, or whether the Dan Brown Da Vinci Code series is just really just kind of, everybody's gotten to the point where they're just kind of, as far as movies go, they're kind of Maybe they're tired of Tom Hanks being in a serious role? I don't know. But it doesn't look like Inferno is going to do very well at all. Now going on to the SAG video game company confrontation. This past Thursday, the union picketed the Warner Brothers Games location, and the companies have released what they say was the latest list of grievances and what has been agreed to and what they agree with the union on, such as more money and a potential split of recording schedule, particularly when it's very stressful on the vocal cords. Now, some of the things they most resolutely did not agree with was royalties for big selling games, and letting the actors know what game and what role they will be, that they're auditioning for, before agreeing to take on the project. The union even mentioned that, okay, well, you can totally put us under non-disclosure agreements like they do with TV shows and movies and stuff like that. You have to sign a non-disclosure agreement for a lot of that stuff, saying that you're not going to tell people what you auditioned for or what's coming up. Apparently, the video game industry doesn't think that this is sufficient security, that there's still way too much in the way of arguments, and it's way too competitive of a field. I'm honestly I honestly disagree with them on that, because like I said, it is one of those things where they really do need to, they really do kind of need to know what they're going to be doing in order to, set up a schedule and stuff like that reasonably well. Now, the video game industries and a lot of the video game companies have further really kind of threatened the SAG voice actors by saying, well, SAG voice actors only make up 25% of the voices in games. If you keep up with this strike and you keep pushing for things that we don't agree with, that's just going to mean that we're going to have to go with independent voice actors even more. So it's going to be your loss. We're not going to lose anything, which is complete and utter tat. If you have a video game and you want it to be really big and really good, you're going to have to get certain voice actors can make or break your game. If you can get Nolan North in as a voice in your game, his name attached to the project alone will prompt people to take a closer look at your game and potentially buy your game. You can totally go with independent voice actors, yes, but the question is do they have their own equipment? Are you supplying the equipment? Do they know, are they well versed enough to be able to do what you need them to do? There's a whole lot of reasons to go with professional voice actors over independent, just starting out voice actors. Now, I'm not saying that independent voice actors are no good, but, I mean, there are certain things that, yes, you are going to want to keep this person involved with a series that you already have, or if you have the money and you can afford it, you're going to want to go with a major voice actor simply for your lead character, simply for their name, and saying, hey, this person is providing the voice for this character. And that's going to help your game sell. And that's one of the reasons why the second, the royalty type thing, you sell 2 million games, give something to your voice actors, particularly your union voice actors. Their name probably helps sell your video game. But it looks like a lot of the video game companies are still just maintaining this hard line of, no, we're not going to give in to a bunch of people that we pay to do a job. In other video game related news, Moby has decided that video games such as Grand Theft Auto have led to the acceptance of Trump's misogynistic comments. The story goes that a friend's 10-year-old son explained to Moby how having sex with a prostitute and then killing her to get your money back was beneficial in this video game. The conclusion that Moby came to was that such misogynistic video games, along with misogynistic music, movies, and TV shows, have created a society that responds warmly to Trump's comments. Now, there are several problems with this. Obviously, he's talking about the Grand Theft Auto, the Grand Theft Auto prostitute thing. Now, one of the questions that comes up is, why was a 10-year-old playing Grand Theft Auto? They are all rated mature, which means that they are suitable for ages 17 and older. Which means a parent had to buy that game for him and give it to him and allow him to play. Now, with movies and music and TV shows and all this other stuff, are we really letting media teach our kids right and wrong? And if so, why are we doing that? Where are the parents? Where are the guardians that are supposed to sit there and say, now, you're going to see some things in this TV show, or you're going to see some things that happen in this video game or this movie. This is not the right way to treat people. This person is a bad person because of all the stuff that they are doing. That is the role of a parent. Now, I know some people that say, well, teachers should be teaching right and wrong. No, that's the job of the parent. Teachers are there to instruct you on science and math and reading and English and stuff like that. The parent is there to teach right and wrong. Not the TV, not the movie screen, not the video game consoles, none of that. No, that is the job of the parent. And, Moby has decided apparently that no, it's the media. We have to clean up all this, all the TV shows, all the movies, all the music, all the video games. We have to clean up everything in order to protect our children. No, we need the parents to tell the children what's right and what's wrong. Particularly under the age of 17, it is the parent's job to decide what a child can and cannot watch, what a child can and cannot play, what a child can and cannot read. And some parents are going to say, oh, that's perfectly fine. They do agree with Trump's comments. It's a big, wide open world. Not everybody's going to agree on this. But to say that it is the sole responsibility and the sole the sole result of all of the stuff that we put in TV shows and movies and books and music and video games and all of this other crap is kind of saying, well, it's not our fault. It's not our fault. It's the fault of these people. And the fact that Moby decided that, yes, we are going to include music, kind of, it's kind of him saying, well, I'm a good person. It's all these other people. They're bad. So don't listen to their music. Listen to mine. And finally, in YouTube news, we have more tools coming for the creators. We will have abilities such as to pin comments that we like, a new heart button to show love for a comment, and a colored name so that the creator's name stands out. Now, all of this is to help direct the conversation by featuring specific comments that the creator wants to talk about or wants further discussion on, and making their name really stand out from everybody else's. Now, this sounds wonderful, sounds beautiful, because yes, you can kind of say, well, this is a topic that I want further discussion on. I want more discussion on this specific comment as far as, the incarnations of immortality, or this specific comment as far as how Omega Doom is really kind of a futuristic Western rather than, a cyberpunk movie. Now, I could see this also kind of being misused, because I believe discussions can go several different directions. Yes, you're always going to have trolls, you're always going to have people that are going to make really stupid comments or just abusive comments, or they're going to try and get everybody to come to their webpage, or they're going to try and post 6 or 7 different links to videos promoting Trump on a news video that has nothing to do with the election whatsoever. Yeah, I had that one come up. But the point is that I think it shouldn't be, well, this discussion is more important than others necessarily, because, I could see some creators basically promoting everything but certain topics and just burying a discussion that they don't like. A discussion about their channel, about what they're doing, and about them that they don't like. They can sit there and they can basically, we can bury it. I think criticism is completely valid. I think somebody should totally be, provided that it is meaningful and not just, oh, you suck, or, oh, you're just trying to suck off the fame of this person. I do think that criticism is very valid and is kind of important, because some criticisms can help a creator move on. If somebody does have a criticism, seeing the response from your community can be very, very important and very meaningful. So what do you think about this? what do you think about Doctor Strange and Trolls being number 1 and number 2? Have you seen it yet? Have you seen either one of them yet? And what do you think? What do you think about the voice actors versus video game industry? Do you think that the SAG union is going to shoot themselves in the foot and lose the 25% market share that they have for video game voices to independent voices? Or do you think that their complaints and their grievances are valid? And what about Moby? Do you think that it is the responsibility of movies and TV shows and music and games to teach our kids right from wrong? Or do you think that it's the responsibility of the parents to sit there and say, now you're going to see something, let's talk about it? And how about YouTube's pinning comments and new features? Are you looking forward to seeing that, or are you afraid that this could be something that could very easily be misused? As always, leave a comment down below, send us a tweet or a post on our Facebook page, and let's talk about some of this stuff. We would love to hear what you think and what you have to say about these topics. As always, thank you guys very much for watching, and stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions.
If you wanna see some crazy
Cheerio.
and also lazy, then you should meet me and my friends. Even
Okay,
though
that's
we
just
got
the water
no
I'm hearing.
money, but
I
show
heard
us
something and I'm
money.
like, what is that?
Better with them,
Is that
we
a
just
zom-zom?
ooh, ooh, ooh.
I don't want it to be a
Don't
zom-zom,
worry about tomorrow,
but it might be.
we just ooh,
This.
ooh, ooh.
This looks like it'll. Whoops, sorry, Donald. I'm just like raining scissors down on you.